Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CFS Health Recovery Podcast. I am your host, Toby Morrison, and our guest today is none other than our General Manager and Client Success, Ash Ward. Hey, Ash.
Hello, it's me again.
It's you again. Yeah, I'm sure everyone's getting used to you being on and absolutely loving your input as well. Yeah, it's been some really good episodes lately. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to get it right with your recovery. This is a huge, huge conversation that happens inside our program. It happens outside of the program. We see it in the community. It's a huge topic, how to get it right with your recovery. Before we get into it, Ash, I want you to share win of the week this week. This is a bit of an older win, but we found it because it kind of is really perfect for this conversation. And so this is from a member that I think you received an email about.
Yes, I did. And this member is still in our program as well, far and beyond to what she has written in to us in this particular email. So she's doing incredibly well. She wrote into me and said, "A friend of mine sent me a link to an introductory video, and I can't thank her enough. I'm in the first month and I'm so pleased I joined. I'm improving already. I'm confident that I can and will do the right things at the right time without having to work out what they are on my own, with constant reminders from the CFS Health team to take it slow and easy. Exactly what I want and need, small steps at a time. There is so much reliable information and help. I can ask all my questions and I keep thinking of more. And I know I can trust the answers from people who really know and understand. The day I joined the Facebook group, I immediately felt supported and understood. I'm smiling so much more every day. I know I'm getting as well as I can, as soon as I can, no matter how long it takes."
And it makes so much sense that this lady is and has improved to where she's at today. And this is probably 9-10 months on or even longer. From that one initial original statement that she shared, and she said she gave you permission to share that to the public because it's obviously so much enthusiasm. But one thing that I picked up from you saying that, and obviously knowing this person, it's easier for me to say, is that, did you see just in the language that she wrote, it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm in this program and now I have to get everything right. And what video should I watch right now? And like, which one should I do later? And where do I focus? There was none of that conversation. And it was very calming, but happy. You know, it was like, it'll all work out in time. You know, I'm not actually going to put a time limit on it. And I'm the biggest believer in not measuring progress with time. It's just the fastest way to sabotage your progress, because then you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself that isn't useful. So I want to talk about trying hard and getting nowhere first, because I think we need to reverse engineer this a little bit. Hands up. And I know you're listening, you're on the podcast, you might not be watching this in video. Put your hand up if you're trying really hard and you feel like you're getting nowhere. Put your hand up. Yeah, I'm talking to you. If you didn't, that's okay. That's great. Happy for you. But most people, I'd say 90% of people, would have raised their hand then and nodded away going, yep, that's me. And I want to tell you why you're doing it. You're overcompensating. We had this conversation in a coaching call very recently about never do something from a place of overcompensation. What does overcompensating mean? Basically, it means we're doing something because there's a lack thereof inside of ourselves. It's like, I've lost this, so I must gain this. Or, you know, this really, really sucks, and so I need to go and change it right now. And Ash, you said it just before we went on air. What did you say to me that I thought was really good about overcompensating? When we get something that we don't like, we just want to get rid of it or something like that.
Yeah, I think we were saying how it's such a natural human behavior. Of course, when we so desperately want to get something back specifically, or something that we just are needing, of course, we're going to be sort of grappling and trying to do it perfect, right? Trying to get it right, especially if we're suffering in any way or we're feeling really challenged. I feel like as a human, it's almost a bit of a natural thing to go, well, how can I get it right? Because I want things to change as soon as possible. What are the steps? Give me the template. What can I do? What do I need to change? What do I need to tweak? Give me this perfect situation.
Yeah, give it to me yesterday.
Give it to me yesterday. Exactly. And so it's with this real intensity of, well, I have to get it right because I don't want to keep going along like this. I don't have the time. I want this to change yesterday.
And I have to speak to this. All or nothing. This is a common pattern that we see with pretty much every single client in our program. Hands up if you're an all or nothing type of person.
Sometimes you might even know it, sometimes I've even seen in my life, I'm like, no, I'm not an all or nothing person. But then I'll be like, but am I in this situation? It can have undertones.
But especially with people with chronic fatigue syndrome, there's this all or nothing experience, and it's this black and white thinking, perfectionist thinking. And I want to share a quick story about a client just like this in the past. And she's awesome. She's doing so well these days. She's a mother of two in UK and just crushing life, totally doing great. She was with us for about 2.5 years. When she first joined the program, she was exactly like you were saying, Ash. She was like, oh, so overwhelmed. And what do I do? And it's not working. And I'm doing my walk and I'm eating well and I'm doing everything and it's not working. About a month into it, she jumped on a coaching call and you could see the stress in her face. It's just like just scrunched up, and the jaw was so tight and there was no fun. There was no joy. There was certainly no energy there. And she said, it's not working. And I called it straight away and I said, you didn't invest this money to do what you're doing. She said, what do you mean? I said, well, you didn't come into this program to be more stressed, to be all or nothing, to have this perfectionist thinking. You joined this program to do the exact opposite of this. And the penny dropped just like that. And it was like, oh, and for those of you who are listening, you might have heard me say, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I say this all the time to our members. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. One place is going to come from this trying hard, this overcompensation feeling within yourself, which is really coming from a place of desperation, which is understandable considering what you're going through and how hard it is. But we know nothing great comes from desperation. Think of it like those relationships when there's that really desperate person who's trying to chase you or pursue you. It's the worst feeling ever. Well, that's kind of very similar to recovery as well. And so something happened which was just so profound after that first month with this lady. After the penny dropped, a month later, she comes back to the call. And she's kind of sitting there. We're on Zoom. She's like calm. There's energy in her face. There's coloration, a little smile even. And for me, that's when we notice that things are starting to click and we're doing things in the right way for ourselves. And I said, what's changed? And she goes, you were right. I didn't invest in this program to be like that. I paid to be like this, which was to come from a calm place, no more overcompensating or comparing. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparing your old life to your current self is a really sure way to lose energy fast. And so the conversation shifted to, well, how would this feel for me now if I did it appropriately and it felt good? And, that lady, of course, it wasn't easy. Of course, there was lots of peaks and troughs of hard times and good times, but over the journey, there was this beautiful trending upward approach of starting to really feel better. And noticeably, energy started to come back, strength and stamina started to come back, joy started to come back. And, over a period of 2.5 years, this lady integrated back into life and is now a really healthy, functioning person in the world. Now, she had to go through that to get there. She had to try hard. She had to get nowhere. She had to overcompensate to get to the point of realization, well, shit, this isn't going to work. It was just lucky that she was paying for a service that then could tell her, hey, cut that out, because that's not going to serve you anymore. That's why I love, You know, when you pay attention, and when you pay, you get accountability. You've got accountability outside of yourself to really stop you doing things that aren't going to serve you.
And it can be such a pendulum swing, can't it? The all or nothing. It's like all or nothing. And really, we want to be like wavering around here.
It's funny you say that, because last night on our coaching call, we had a specific question around this all or nothing topic. And I said, I want you to find the gray area. And then I said, what's your favorite color? And, the lady said blue. And I said, I want you to find the blue area. The blue area is your friend, the middle ground. I think we as humans perceive the gray area as so shit and boring, and it's just not possible to even be there. And I said, we need to really change the way we look at things. And so let's make the gray area your favorite color. And that's where I want you to live from. Life isn't black and white. It's usually gray most of the time. It's pretty much gray. And we have a choice in that gray area. And so, my suggestion is to pick your favorite color, whether it's blue, pink, purple, could even be gray, but I doubt it. I don't think I've ever met a person that said gray is my favorite color, which makes a lot of sense to the fact that no one wants to be there. So let's shift that. Let's put your favorite color in the middle. And of course, it's okay when you're all or nothing, but just become aware of it and catch yourself and come back into that center point and go, all right, I'm going to stay in the blue zone, and move from there, and just notice what happens. This particular member who was winner of the week this week, she's done exactly that. And she's done it so bloody brilliantly that she's just doing so well. And it seems magical from the outside. People are like, oh my God, that's crazy. That's incredible progress. It's not. What's magical is the fact that she's just done such consistent work every single day, but it's come from this place of relaxation and love and no pressure. And, it makes total sense to me. So again, we're going to wrap it up here, but I think I'll leave you this. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I'd love you to consider that and think about that over the coming weeks and months. Ash, thank you always for sparking these kind of conversations. It's so great. Sending you guys a ton of love, and make sure you stick around at the end of this video. I'm going to share with you some really great free trainings that you can help. And I would highly recommend, there is a guest panel workshop, which was just for members only. We asked the people who spoke on that, and I said, can we share this to the public? And they said yes. Well, this is a fantastic segue into that workshop. Highly, highly valuable. And I would love you to go and watch that now. Sending a ton of love, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Hey, I hope this video was really helpful for you. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and feel free to leave a comment. What was your takeaway, your insight from today's video? It's really helpful to actually write your learnings down. We seem to embed it better, and it seems to help us move forwards with life. Here are 3 ways we can help you right now whenever you're ready. The first way is make sure you add yourself into our free information recovery group on Facebook. We'll leave a link in the description below. It's a really supportive, encouraging place. There's no negative venting. You can ask questions to other people. There's something like 7,000 to 8,000 people in there right now. And I'm sure by the time you're watching this video, there's even more. So go over there right now. We share success stories. We share our latest free trainings that come to the public. And we always share upcoming information about upgrades inside our program. And also when we offer free webinars or free information nights that can further help you with your own recovery. The second way we can help you, which is one of my favorite, is through all our free trainings. We're going to leave a link in the description with our favorite free trainings that we know can help you start your recovery, whether that's through our baseline training, which will help you stop pushing and crashing, our 3 stages of recovery to figure out exactly where you're at and know what to do next, or my favorite, which is our guest panel workshop, which was actually exclusive for our members. It was so damn good that I actually asked them, can we share this to the public? They all said yes, all 5 of them. So thank you, past members. They share their 5 recovery secrets, and it's really powerful. There's tears, there's aha moments, there's real key insight and inspiration. And so whether you're a 1 out of 10 and you're really struggling right now, or whether you're further along in your recovery journey and you're integrating back into life, we have you covered. The third way we can help you is through our actual paid online recovery program, the mentorship recovery program. And if you are interested in getting proper help, a holistic comprehensive plan, professional coaching from the best coaches in the world, whether that's with mindset, movement, nutrition, restorative movement, reconditioning, integrating back into life, integrative medicine, baseline, structure, routine, accountability, all things health and life. Feel free to apply for the program today. All you need to do is click on the form, cfshealth.com/form, fill out the short 2 to 3 minute form application, and the team will be in touch with all the details that you need to know about the program via email. So make sure you check your spam folder for all the free trainings. If you've sent through an application, please be patient. My team are real people, okay? They're not robots. So if we don't get back to you within seconds or hours, it's okay. We will get back to you. If you don't hear from the team within 2 to 3 days, that means that it's basically gone to spam or junk and it's gone missing. So please send a follow-up email to the team at info@cfshealth.com. If you have any questions, go check it out. But I would highly recommend adding yourself into the free group right now. Go click on that link in the description. Go download all the free trainings. Honestly, the whole reason why this whole thing started is because when I went through this myself, it was so painful and so excruciating that I didn't want anyone else to have to go through it. And some of these free trainings are so damn valuable. Back then, I would have paid thousands of dollars for. We've had so many comments and emails and posts saying, oh my God, the baseline training was a game changer for me. Toby, I've been doing this now for 3 months and I'm feeling so much better. My symptoms are decreasing. I've got more stamina. I've got more energy. I'm able to do more things. So, whether you're learning from us and consuming our content through our free format, I'm so stoked. Whether that's in our paid program, I don't really care. Either way, all I want to make sure is that you are moving forwards. You are starting to really implement this work. And that's really what it's all about. Once we implement, we make change and we start to move forwards. Sending you a ton of love. Of course, feel free to consume as much of the YouTube videos as you like. There's so many really, really great ones, new and old. Sending you a ton of love and speak to you very, very soon. All the best for now.